believe that I would never make any friends. I used to believe that I was worthless. I used to believe that I had no place in this world. I used to believe life was mundane. This was my negative cycle. Now I want you to take that negativity I just displayed and compare it to this piece of paper. Now, I'm going to crush this piece of paper and I'm going to throw it away. Now, at first glance, it seemed like the paper was important, but as soon as I left it, a weight was released from my hands and I was able to continue. And that's how life is. You have to let the negativity go away and only keep the positive aspects of your life. Believe me, I know what I'm talking about. Having said that, fellow Gabbliers, role players, Toastmasters, and guests, a very good evening to every single one of you present here today.
Good evening.
My name is Amar Qasim, your average 15-year-old high schooler. I want you to take the image you have of me in your head, and I want you to burn it. Burn it so it's gone, but it's still there in the back of your mind. Contradictory, I know, but it's still possible. So to start off, I was born on a small island called Sri Lanka, in the western province of Colombo. When I was born, I was presumed to be a girl, up until the very day I arrived. You would not believe how surprised everyone was when they found out I was actually a guy. My parents even bought me girls' clothes, and my granddad bought me a shiny gold ring, which then went on to my sister. So the trouble really began in the 5th and 7th grade, where I went through my comedy phase. Here, I thought I was the funniest person on the surface of the earth. Little did I know, I really was not. Everyone around me thought my jokes were lame, even my best friends. But they stood by me and comforted me when they told me my humor was as terrible as a carton of 2-month-old milk that sat in the dark, damp corner of the infested cupboard. It really was that terrible. I want you to imagine someone walking up to you, slamming their face into a book and yelling, "Hey look, I'm doing a Facebook." Yeah, that kind of bad. So after acknowledging my terrible comedy, I wanted to leave school. Not because I was getting bullied at the time, because I was, but I was oh so embarrassed. I ended up not leaving, unfortunately, as you can see right now. So I ended up with some really low self-esteem. Even though I had my best friends, I always felt alone and I never really fit in. I was stuck and I hated myself. I've hurt a lot of people, I've lied a lot, I've manipulated a lot of people, and obviously, I've hated myself for it. I was stuck in a loop of sadness and negativity. But then I found a ray of light. One of my friends talked to me one day, and they introduced me to this weird new concept of being positive. And it seemed really interesting. They told me to always look on the bright side of things and never look down on myself, which I never did. I always looked on the dark side, and I would depreciate myself so much because, yeah. And they told me it demotivates myself. Granted, it was very difficult for the first few days, but it really helped me on the long run. The ray of light saved me. I no longer felt the need to put myself down. I no longer wanted to be alone. I had the motivation to be better, even if it wasn't that big. I felt like I had a major breakthrough in life. And that is why I believe that being positive, no matter the situation, will always turn your way in the end. Something I like to preach is that whenever you feel down, wear a smile across your face, even if you don't feel like it. Because when people see you smile, they smile back. This is called the echo phenomenon. Basically, when someone sees you do something, they involuntarily do it too. The same goes for when someone yawns, but that really isn't the point. When there's a continuous cycle of smiles, we tend to feel really warm inside. We change our light smile into a happy grin, and we feel way better than we did before. Being positive isn't something that only helps you. It helps everyone around you as well. Nothing, and believe me, nothing can give you happiness more than a simple smile. And I believe that thought is what made me into who I am today. Ladies and gentlemen, This is Amar, over and out. Thank you.